How's it going, everyone? Well, battery's running low, so we didn't do a live. We was gonna take our stroll through town on a live again, but a lot of work in progress. Got to get at more lives, get back into the momentum of the uploads and also the shorts. We're doing pretty good there for a minute. Sometimes one little thing catches you up on a whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, then the wind don't want to cooperate, and in order to use my good mics to set up to this, I have to have adapters that, you know, is just part of the stuff that was stolen from me by our corrupt officials. So we're just going to take a few minutes to share a few thoughts, and once again thank our supporters. Right, we're at our subscribers. We're at as of right now, as of this recording, 608. And we're grateful for that. It's been a struggle just to get to that part, right? Just to get to this point. And we're working on getting things better, doing what we can to make things better. But we're definitely wanting to take a moment to thank every 608 of you guys. We appreciate all support in each and every form. We appreciate it very much, and do our best not to let it go unnoticed. And you know, people are showing our support, and we try to return that support. And yeah, so first and foremost, that's what we want to make sure to thank every one of you guys, and it means a whole lot to us. And we're going to cut through the police parking here. We've added a few female officers onto Defiance. They've been in the paper bragging about that. And there's going to be a new chief soon. The other one's retiring or stepping down, whichever. And we're going to be on that. We didn't get with the current one like we planned. We will be getting with the new one. Get him on here to answer public questions. Anyways, I would say that the sheriff's office should start hiring more females too. But, you know, sorry to say this, but that whole office is full of nothing but a bunch of bitches. That's just the truth. Anyways, back to on the subject here. The wind isn't going to cooperate. Maybe this will be shitty quality, but appreciate you listening in. Support, right? Talk about a couple of things. One, you know, I realize that maybe many of you have come along and not seen some of my older videos. Don't really know so much about who I am. And, you know, so sometimes I should do some videos helping you get to know me better, right? And I'll try to do that today a little bit as well. So I'll give you my standpoint on how support goes, because I see it happening. I see, you know, with the auditor community, it's real cutthroat. But I see that happening on some extent in almost every community. But with that, that's where I'm getting at. Where I give my support, and where you will find me end up pulling my support. I 100% support all those who support me. If you're supporting my channel, giving the watch time, giving the likes and comments, stuff like that, I will return that to the best that I can, right? We all get busy and stuff, and I always try to make sure I catch up on other people's either lives or premieres if I don't catch them right on time. I do my best to catch them on time while they're going, to show that support and to watch time hours during that. But we all run into that, you know, so I'm not, everyone has, like, I don't expect people, they're gonna make sure they watch every single one of my videos all the way through and comment and like on every single thing. I get that, right? And you know, I appreciate the ones, they know who they are, that do that, and I try my best to return that to their channels. And like I said, sometimes you get caught up on stuff and you have to catch up, and I realize that also, you know, so I don't want it to sound like I'm out here complaining. I'm just making a few things clear based on who I am, what, you know, how I expect things. If I'm giving you support on your channel in one form or another, I expect it returned, right? Not, you know, on even the simplest of levels. You can, you know, people who are catching me on my lives, I try to make sure I catch their lives. They're, be commenting a lot of stuff to let you know that they're following along and paying attention. I try to do that in return. You catch my normal uploads or shorts and watch them and you know, like them and comment on them. I try to make sure I return that. You know, there's the little channels, they're on an uphill battle, and the ones that are the most real and honest are on a real uphill battle. And the ones who are putting content out there that may be questionable to the system, you're on a real uphill battle. You get censored out, silenced, and all that stuff, right? And I, for one, know 100% all about that. I got certain public officials watching my channel, making sure they dislike it, almost everything, especially if I'm talking about public service stuff. Then they dislike the hell out of it. And so that support I get in favor of my channel goes a long way. And I notice everyone that is, and I appreciate it very much. And I, by all means, try to return that. And if you feel like I'm not showing support in return, then let me know and bring it to my attention. You know, there's always stuff we can miss. Sometimes I find out that there's old comments that I didn't even catch from others. You know, that kind of stuff happens. By all means, don't take offense to it. And that's, I'm not trying to group myself into any specific group, right? I'll put stuff that's interesting to me on this channel, but for the most part, how it's stuff that would be of interest to us as Americans on a whole, and I try to put some kind of opinion to it based on I'm someone that has researched things forever, right? Like conspiracy related topics or I guess political topics. I try not to get into the political side of things, and but it never fails, you're going to. But I'm not political. It's considered political, but I don't choose one side or the other. I choose we are Americans, and this is the way it's supposed to be, and that's what I go on, right? Not because somebody's a Republican or somebody's a Democrat. One, I am 100% not with the left. I want to make that clear. I don't judge you because if you side with the left, anything like that, but I am 100% not for the left or any of their policies. Okay? But at the same time, I'm also not on the right. And as I've said before, you'll hear, it depends who's in office and what's going on. I could sit here and bash on Biden a lot, right? And make videos of bash on Biden. What's it matter? He's not in office anymore. We need to get over that kind of thinking. All of us, right? We need to focus on what's at hand. And at the moment, it has to be the right has the upper hand. And they're going to play their games like they always do and lose that. one thing that's for sure about the right is Democrats will pull out no stops, right? And to pull their shit. The people on the right, they back down and always apologize. Needless to say, though, I'm not from either side. Both sides have their far on the wrong side and overblown views or overly trusting in the leader of that side. Okay? I have nothing good to say about Biden or anything that the left has done in a long time. I want to make that clear. But, because it's been brought to my attention that, and I realize that because the way I'm talking on some things, like people think I'm bashing on Trump and I'm just a Trump hater and I'm a left from the left, right? Like this Trump derangement syndrome, which is ridiculous. Okay, the right needs to stay away from that. Okay, everyone thinks it's okay to violate someone's rights if their views don't match with yours, right? And that's wrong. And we need to take it right down the middle what this really is. Do we have the freedom to do this? Is it being infringed upon? And because that's our biggest thing is why we're fighting over these stupid issues. Our freedoms are being taken away every day, right? They have us playing this game, left-right paradigm, and that's all we keep doing, and we ain't getting nowhere and getting nothing done. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, back to it. Maybe I'm bouncing around a little bit, but I guess you need to understand that anyone watching my channel, I'm not, right? You'll hear me bash on your side, I'm sure, and you'll get offended. And, oh well, have some thick skin. But before you go forming an opinion about me, make sure you know who I am. Not from the other side bitching about this side or from this side bitching about the other side. I'm bitching about the whole damn thing because the whole damn thing is corrupt. And sorry, but what we need to point out is the issues at hand. And right now, the issues at hand is the people who are in office right now controlling things. Supposedly controlling things. They're not. They're being controlled. And that's what we don't understand. That's why at the end of the day, the left-right stuff doesn't matter. It comes down to nothing. Proves nothing. It'll still be the same corrupt, disgusting world. No matter who you put in office, it's until we make real changes where it counts, where it matters. And that's one of the things I'm trying to do on this channel, right? I don't think I'm perfect. Certainly not better than you, no matter what I say, how things might come off, right? I don't know everything, but when I stand hard on an opinion, let's be clear, I'm not somebody that just jumped in this game in the last few years. I've been doing this for well over 20 years. In fact, I'm about to lose my sight because I need to come up with $40 to keep from losing it by the end of this week, right? $240 by the end of the month. Ridiculous. But that's how long I've been doing this. And things have changed. I've been censored back in the day when when I first started out through my website, and I was doing videos and just having them uploaded to the site. Did all right, and things were authentic. But now they come around with our algorithms and mess everything up. They're creating a world completely where you will conform to their beliefs. Anyways, back to the support here. I just I want to make clear, if I'm here to return all the support I get. But I say this because there are people in the several communities, make sure you like and share my stuff, and they're glad to take all the support you give, but they're not returning it, right? And you hear them say all this stuff all the time, and well, I've been doing that, right? I've been sharing your stuff, letting people know to go check you out, and participating in your lives, in the comments, and liking and all that stuff, giving all that support, just like I would expect in return, do unto others, right? And there's the people out there that do that, but then there's the ones that they want to act like, and then you might see them in the chats and they get butthurt because you didn't shout them out and fist bump them, right? This is where I come from. Those fist bumps are reserved for brothers and sisters, real brothers and sisters, the real ones. I mean, that's just what I'm getting at, right? You get a fist bump from me, you got my respect, right? I see you as a brother or sister in this, right? As a real one, right? Someone who's, and it depends, right? Some people do show more support than others, and I don't, this ain't about a favoritism thing. If you show me support, I'll return that support. That's what it comes down to, right? I'm talking about the ones, I don't care how many viewers you have. I don't care how many subscribers you have, how big your channel is, what you think you bring to the table. I don't care. At the end of the day, support those who support you, right? Because if you ain't showing no support, your large channel don't matter at all, right? But I should continue support. Well, that's not the way it works, okay? I'm trying to grow my channel just like everyone else. And and maybe in this video, I'll be showing cards up there at the top, right? They'll pop out. And these are channels I'm gonna share, and it don't mean this is all of them, but I like to share the wealth when I can, right? And so if you see those pop up, check them out. These are channels that they all have their own subjects, and but I respect them, and they show me the support, and I try my best to show them the support. And this is one way I'm going to do that, right? All these guys, if you see the cards, if it lets me put them up in there, the cards up at the top that roll out, you click on them and they'll take you to their channel. Not all of them are auditors, not all of them are bikers, not all of them, like I said, I don't want to be grouped up too much that everyone I'm in with has the same content, right? Yeah, I'm a biker, but I don't have a lot of biker content up. And well, one reason right now is because my bike issue. If my bike issue wasn't the way it is, then I'd probably be showing a lot of moto vlogs. But maybe that's not really the way I'm supposed to be doing it anyways, right? So maybe there's a reason it's like this right now to keep me from just falling into the same old thing as everyone else. And I'm not cutting that down, right? But I like to have a variety of stuff. I have a variety of interests, right? So not everything has to be about some public official rolled by and hit their brakes, but I couldn't see what was on the side of the door. But it's a county plate. Let's talk about it, huh? But anyways, that's just what I'm getting at, right? And they don't have to agree with everything I say. They don't have to be this subject or that subject for me to respect them and return that support, right? Not everyone, not everything has to be, that's what I'm saying. My channel has different stuff that has to do with all Americans, right? But there's groups I'm in that, auditors, and they mostly all connect with all the auditors. And you got the bikers, and they mostly connect with all the bikers. The conspiracy groups, they mostly connect with all the conspiracy stuff, the political stuff, right? It goes right down the line. That's not how I'm trying to do things, right? I just want to be in with people who are also willing to learn and open-minded and understand the view of someone who's been paying attention for a long time, as opposed for someone that's just towing the party lines and jumping in here with an opinion. There is one grand conspiracy, and that's what we're all going through right now. Anyways, but that's just what I'm getting at, right? Your support will be returned with support, and each and every amount of support is appreciated. But we got the ones that act like they're somebody and you should automatically support them for this reason or that reason, and that's not the way I operate. If you don't support me and I'm subscribed to your stuff or whatever, I will soon unsubscribe. I'll give it a chance, and I'm not above showing the support first. Many times that's how I do it. But when it's not returned and I see the tactics, well, I'll just step away from that. I'm about the realness of all of this. I just wanted to share those few things with you. Come up with some content. And by all means, I'm completely open about everything I do. My life is out there in the public. I've got nothing to hide. And that's where that's how you define the real ones. The people that got stuff to say but are hiding stuff, right? Or people that want to come against me on some of the shit going on with me, but yet they're hiding everything they do, and I'm 100% public, throw it out there. So that's where I stand on for anyone that don't understand a lot of my situation. But it's all about the support, supporting each other. It's a lot of work goes into this. Watching other people's stuff, also handling your own content, watching everybody else's stuff, keeping up with it, right? So that's what I'm saying. If somebody ain't supporting you and your channel, you ain't got time to sit there and worry about supporting them with all their stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate you very much. And let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep all of his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. See ya.